We never got a bill from St. Jude, ever, nor will we ever.
Thanks to generous donors like you, families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live.
Nobody expects their child to get diagnosed with cancer. But then when they are, you are so grateful that there's a place like St. Jude. We were just treated from the very beginning like family. I think it's the most worthwhile place to put your money when it comes to childhood cancer.
Join with your debit or credit card right now, and we'll send you this St. Jude t-shirt that you can proudly wear to show your support.
If it wasn't for St. Jude's and the people who donate and give money, I wouldn't have my boy.
Well, in other words, we are 7 years behind where these knuckleheads planned for us to be. Because let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, the goal was to take that building down. It sure was, and drop it. And as that building would drop, it would drop all the other buildings, not to mention all the other people on the ground. That was already determined by an Australian investigative company that did some sort of analytical review of the position of that and what that would have done and what would have been the results. And the result would have been 100,000 people would be gone. That would happen. But it didn't happen that way because the building stood strong. So 10 years later, after Senior is president, his son becomes president. Wow, imagine that. That's crazy. Okay. And what occurs in September? I'm sure you can guess, probably figure it out. In which two buildings, two towers, but actually two towers and then one building. We know what happened next. Now, what's strange about that is, if you do a time calculation from July 13th of 1990 to that infamous day in September, let me do it live. Let me just go ahead and do it real quick for you. Go ahead and pull it up. This is the almost but different thing here. Let's go July 13th of 1990. And then let's go to September. I'm sure you can figure out what day that was. 2001. Let's calculate the duration. Okay, well, it just happened to be 11 years, 1 month, and 29 days. So, according to, these numerologists, 1 and 1 is 2. That remains 1. And this is also 11. And then 1 and 1 is 2 again. Which the equation is right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I was just curious to know, can somebody give me an area code of New York? Just curious if maybe you can figure that. But the area code is for New York.
Many health conditions hide in plain sight. Are you missing any signs? Find out at seehiddensigns.com.
When your laptop is powered by an Intel Core Ultra processor,
you've got what it takes to unlock new AI experiences. Like using AI on your PC to make your photography more vibrant and dynamic. Or easily remove unwanted elements. And when it comes to video, let your personal assistant editor handle lots of the most time-consuming tasks automatically. With the performance of an Intel Core Ultra processor-powered laptop, you can do more in less time and have plenty of battery life to do it, all while keeping your data more private by keeping it local to your PC. Unlock new AI experiences with an Intel Core Ultra processor.
Whoa. Like so? Watch this. Let's go ahead and go from, I know, that's a little strange, isn't it? Let's go ahead and go. Now again, here, let's just keep this right here. Let's do the 1 to 1, the 1, and then the 2-9. Okay, we'll get that. That's what we came up with. All right, let's just move right along. Let's see, 133 months, 29 days, and of course, 4,078 days, and then 582 weeks. That's the breakdown of that. So let's go to check something else out. Go to, right, then here's a strange thing. Now, if you go from, let me give you the dates so you don't, if you go from that day, September of 2001, and you go to July 13th of 2024, well, you get 22 years, 10 months, and then 2 days, right? Here's the thing. For the weeks, you get 1,091 weeks. Is that the weirdest thing? Check this out. If you mirror this, that's going to be 1, 1, and then that's 9, and then 1. If you're 19, then you're 19, and 11, 11. Is that the darndest thing? You know what's strange is 1991 is when that fella, Bush Sr., was talking about the NWO. They're going to get their way in the whole 9 yards. The mirror of that would be 19. We all know what happened in 19 because, hey, that's the Wuhan Wiggle. That's when all that crap started on November 17th, to be exact. And then 11/11. Well, if you had these, this would be 2, and then that would be 2, and then you have 9/2/9, which would be, in fact, 11/11, which would be 2, which would be 4. Did you get all that? Now, here's the strangest thing. I'm serious. I'm being so serious with you. If you remember Ghost, you're going to remember a scene where Patrick Swayze asked Oda Mae Brown to put the penny under the door. Okay, so she took the penny and she put it underneath the door, and then Patrick Swayze picked it up, and you'll remember that Lincoln is upside down while it's sliding up the door. See what I mean? Now, what could that mean? What is the significance of that? Well, Abe Lincoln. Does everybody know what Abe Lincoln is famous for? Freeing people, if you remember. I thought that's what it was. And he was taken out, but not to lunch, by some booth fellow, I guess. Is that right? So anyway, you got the dang, exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's you're in that area. So anyway, that hands the penny to her. That's going to be Molly. Molly Jensen was the actress, the fictitious name that was portrayed by Demi Moore, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Patrick Swayze's character was Sam Wheat. Okay, like so. And then you have the other character that was played by Whoopi Goldberg, which is Oda Mae Brown. Okay, here's the funniest thing. Let's go ahead and let's just for giggles, let's just go find out the definition of Sam. So it says, what's the first thing that comes up? Definitions of SAM: a guided missile fired from land or shipboard against an airborne target. Surface-to-air missile. The strangest thing. And I'm not making it up, I'm just saying. Then, of course, we got this thing called wheat. Well, what's that all about? Everybody knows what wheat is, right? We all know for a fact that there has been an attack on the worldwide food source. That is not BS either. They're attacking the farmers in France and England and Germany and Ireland. And we're next. You bet on that. And you know, it's so strange. You got these big old fires in Texas, and it's not the fact that they're taking the cows out but not the lunch, or the chickens or the deers or whatever the hell, but they're taking their food source from them. So what happens next? Okay, you're gonna have to import a bunch of, you know, wheat and hay or corn or something to feed those cattle, or you're going to have to transport them somewhere. And if you don't do that, they'll starve. Is that right? How many food processing plants have been gone up in smoke in the last 1.5 to 2 years? It's almost over 200 now. Wow, that's just so strange. Every time we turn around, some plant that is, harvesting eggs or chickens or, Tyson meat, processors that make either hot dogs or, do something with beef, or they do something with quail, whatever the hell it is, going up in smoke, explosions. It's the strangest damn thing. Yeah. So isn't that the darndest thing? Because you got four. You got four. And here's the thing. If you look at the tree of life and all of that stuff, if you look at foundations, you actually have 3 pillars. You have 2 on each side, and then you have the center one. But why under Masonic rule, why is the 2 pillars so important? Because that's foundation. Remember Samson and Delilah? Samson is in between the 2 pillars, and he's trying to break them apart to disrupt the foundation. Now, here's another thing. If you start going into the gematria and start poking around and finding out the translation of the statement, in other words, for Sam Wheat, let's go ahead and do that live too, so you see it. Just to see how crazy this really is. It's just, I'm sure it's a coincidence. I'm not saying anything by this, but I'm just noticing things, that's all. And please, maybe there's other noticers out there that can just notice around and just say, wow, I noticed that is a little strange. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's go to gematria. Let's go to gematria calculator. And again, I'm not the gematria guy. I never have been, never will be. It's interesting. I just noticed. That's all I noticed. Let's go ahead and put in Sam Wheat. Sam Wheat was the character that Patrick Swayze was